How are you, man? How's
Chilling,
fatherhood, bro?
It's dope, way and it goes by super fast.
Yeah.
So you just don't expect it, like
Daughter, right?
yeah. And she's like 2.5,
Mm-hmm.
and I still trip out because I'm like, she was just a baby, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
still remember her being born. I still remember, the hospital, all the small clothes, learning how to use the car seat, all types
Right.
of shit. And then now, she's talking, she's running, speaking 2 languages.
What do you do with the stuff as she gets older and grows out of it?
So throughout that time, more and more people started having kids, and you just ask them like, "Hey, would you be
Yeah.
open to this?" And if they
Yeah.
say yeah, then just give it to them. If not, you can always donate Goodwill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You try to recycle everything,
right.
And then sometimes you're like, when it's your first kid, you overbuy shit, and
For sure.
you get over gifted shit. So sometimes, you have like 4 bottle warmers. And you're like, all right, I don't need this much. So then you're just like, hey. And then also, like, whenever somebody's having kids, just ask them if they're breastfeeding or not.
Right.
And then you just go based off that. So, like, you know to buy the formula. There's, like, super expensive machines where it's, like, you put the bottle and the formula, like, you just press the thing and the machine just puts a perfect scoop of formula. Then
That's
hot
wild.
water. Like, it's, like,
I
crazy.
haven't seen that.
Nah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, all right. Well, welcome back to episode 5 of the Real Thing Podcast, presented to you by the Creative Genius Studios. I am AnVe, aka Mr. Northtown's finest, and today I'm joined by a longtime friend of mine, another longtime friend. I know, I swear y'all think I'm just joking around about this, but I really have these relationships with these people.
Okay.
But a longtime friend of mine, he's a rapper, engineer, producer, Grammy-nominated, the man behind the scenes and the man in front of the camera. Mr. Uub, aka Boo Backwards.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to get this content out, you know.
I'm proud of you, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, bro. Switching from different things.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking about fatherhood earlier, and I feel like fatherhood made me go into like a different direction creative wise.
Right.
Cause I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been inspired to like rap.
Okay.
And it might be crazy because like you met me at a show.
Yeah.
But like now I'm kind of just like And I've talked to different people about this, and they're just like, "We'll just switch what you rap about."
Yeah.
I'm still trying to find it and figure it out, because I think it's a process. Because I was telling my girl this, like, she was like, "Are you sure you're like completely done?" And I was like, "I think so," just because it's like I feel like with podcasting, it kind of fills that void with me for me, and it's just easier to be like, "Hey, this weekend I went to the UFC event and I went with my girl, and then after we did this, I can't say that in a song, you know."
You can.
You think
But
so?
I get what you're saying.
But it's gonna be. It's hard because like I told this to my producer Cece over here. I finally wrote a song about my girl. We've been together for 3 years. I finally wrote a song about her, and it's like really good. I just have the hook. The hook is really catchy. My daughter loves hearing it. And then now I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna release it. I don't know if I'm gonna still.
I don't think I've ever written a song fully about a woman I was talking to.
I've done that a couple times. The only time I was like, yeah, never, is whenever they ask for it. When they're like, when you gonna write a song about me? I'm like,
that
yeah,
it makes it so it just weirds it out for me at that point, and they don't get it. But
they don't get it because I'm like, what makes you think you inspire me this much?
That's funny. For me, it's like, it's kind of like off the grid or off the wall. Like when I go into like making music, period. Like I'm usually not really going in with like a mindset. Or like a goal for real. That's kind of like new, like with a few, like working to like under a few couple people and shit. But I don't know, it just makes it weird because it's like now, not only am I on the spot, I feel like it's just like less genuine. That's what I'm looking for. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I feel like I be feeling bad because like I know like in their eyes it's probably like, yo, you make music, this is all you do. Easy. Like why the fuck you really don't care about me? It's not that.
What? I never thought about that, but that's also me too. I've never gone. Every time I searched for YouTube, I've never been like, I need to rap about this, so let me find a beat. I just find beats, whatever comes out comes out. Sometimes I'll say like, I'm not the one who wrote it. I'm just the one who got to say it. Like that's how I.
That's dope.
It. Because I don't go with intentions like, oh, sometimes I'll write lines here and there where I'm like, oh, this would be a bar for later. but for the most part, like it's whatever I catch.
Right.
And I think you just summed it up perfectly. I've never put it that way.
I think
But
too, not to cut you off, I
no,
think like with where you're at with the music, I think if you just fuck around with like different shit, like
yeah,
find something that's like genuinely fun within the music.
yeah,
Like I
yeah,
do that all the time with producing. Like I'll get tired of making like I'll know my shit's hard, but like I'm just tired of I'm tired of the fact that I naturally go to this, you know. So I'm like right now I'm switching it up a bit, doing more
yeah.
like R&B shit.
I had that feeling in like 2019 when people would be like, "Oh, I know you're on West Coast stuff." Oh, and I'm like, I could do it all.
Yeah, a
But
lot of people swear I only make like West Coast and Detroit beats, and
yeah,
I feel like that has a lot to do with a lot of the artists at this point that's actually dropped the shit we worked on
yeah,
were on that type of sound. But I have like so much shit in the cut, like so much other shit. So every time somebody like say that, I'll be like, nah,
yeah.
like I'll try to like put them on game, but like I like in time they'll see. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Because now that we talk about that, I've always felt not lesser, but I've always felt like, damn, I'm not at that level. Because sometimes I'll hear stories about like Lil Wayne, and they'll be like, yeah, he'll come in, you give him a topic like Tuesday, and he'll make the greatest rap song about the day Tuesday.
And that's dope. That's an art.
Yeah.
It's like,
And I've always been like, damn, I can't do that. But I feel like if it's with anything, if you give it the repetitions it
mm-hmm.
needs, you'll be able to.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And with somebody like Wayne, he's been doing it since.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Since before
Speaking of Wayne, real quick, I just recorded his fucking son, Lil Navi, bro. Like his blood son, and that was.
Is that the one that's performing with him, like on the tour?
Mm-hmm.
I seen him. They look just alike.
Yeah, bro. Literally, bro. Like we had after the studio session, it was him and my nigga Dead. You know, they're all Young Money, and like we had helped him with a ride back to the hotel, and I'm just sitting there. I'm in the backseat with Navi, and I'm just looking at him like, bro, this is crazy, bro. Like this is wild. But yeah, it was wild. It was wild. That's like some shit. Shout out, like Big Bro Chase. You feel me? Like ChaseTheMoney. I've been like,
Chase the money. I remember when you posted about him because y'all finally got in contact and you were like, bro, Chase is like a goat to me. And
yes, bro. Yeah,
so
bro.
Talk to me about that. Like inspiration through him.
I went to. Well, first, like I've been kind of like listening to his shit, you know, like since like the Juice WRLD era. You feel me? Especially like his shit with Revenge of the Dreamers. I think the Dreamville album was called.
Yeah.
You like I've been like listening to his shit and like been a fan, but he had a like a producer camp, and I pulled up out there and I like bought a ticket and it was like supposed to come with like a guaranteed collab almost type shit, and it was a lot of people there, and you know I didn't really get the collab out of it. I didn't stay the full duration. Like I'm just the type of person that, you know, I'm not gonna like overly force it.
Yeah.
You know? So it just felt a little forced, but it was still like a great vibe to be in. Like all these producers, like I cooked up with mad people, met a bunch of people, you know. I didn't even really talk to Chase that day at all. After the producer camp, I just like tapped in. It was like 2-3 times, and like 2 weeks after, like every time I tapped in, he'll like the message. So like I knew he like would see the shit. You feel me? So I just kept. Like a lot of people even then would get discouraged. You feel me? But you just got to keep going. And yeah, I finally made a post like need engineers, and I don't even really be like engineering like that. Like 1 and 2, you know, like that's not like what I'm trying to do with my time for real. But I'm just like fuck it, like that's my gateway, you know. So I slid up, and he immediately hit me back, and then that was like a month and a half ago, bro. Like until I came out here, like I was there like every day, you know. Like that's like became home base. Good peoples, bro. Like he just want to see like, you know, the next person who's like really wants to shit win. You feel me? And like as a producer in my position, that's like those are the type of people I like really am grateful to, you know, be around and meet, because you know that's just rare. That's just rare. You know?
Well, how does camps like that work? Like, how do you even get the call to
so I was even talking about it with my production team. Thanks for coming. Like it's just 6 of my guys. I was just telling them like, you know, like I feel like it's all dependent on like how you structure it. You know, like you can have different rooms, and in this room you guys are specifically working on this, or like if you have goals in place, it makes it very easy. I did like a writing camp for like Warner, and
yeah, I've seen a lot of them be held at Studio 77.
yeah, it's been a lot going on. I feel like the last like few years for real, but probably for a minute, you know, I'm just finally getting in the loop of this shit. But I did one, and like how they had it set up, I think we had like 30 minutes, if not like 35 minutes to like write the song, and then like 15 minutes to like cut it, and there was like 3 other people. Like it was like kind of military, but we got like 9 songs done in like 4.5 hours, and it was crazy.
Oh wow.
So
That's super fast.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm at the point right now where I was talking to my girl and I was like, I would love to be a part of like a writing camp.
yeah,
Because
it's
just
dope.
to be able to like contribute to something without having to, go on the road and promote it and do this and that, and like kind of just give my input and leave it up to them.
I think it's a great game to
Yeah.
get into because like you can start off and like maybe it's not like you're not really seeing a lot of bread from it because maybe like you start off with homies or like just somebody like you really fuck with, but
Yeah.
like once you get yourself in a room where it's like a legitimate situation or like a label, or even if you fucked around to help a homie make a song, you did the business right, you got your splits, your pub and all that, bro. Like that's paid still.
Credit,
You feel me? So that's like still another avenue. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that may be another avenue you like just dabble in more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Not like
I just gotta get into those rooms,
I just
Figure out
scored my
those
first
people.
like short film. Like
Oh wow.
I think like last month, and that shit was like I've never did it. Like I never even put a video in my DAW, like in Ableton. I've never done that. Like you can drop a whole video in there and just edit it, and it's like on time and shit. It's crazy, but yeah, that was fun as fuck. But like I did that for the first time, and I'm like, I want to do this so much more. Like
Yeah.
it was just fun because it was like something different,
Yeah.
Like this shit, I make this shit fun, but it's like once if you can change your way of doing things like normally, like by a bit, sometimes it's like good. You feel me?
I've going back to that too. I've always had like struggle. I've always struggled with that because there used to be a guy out here in Vegas. His name was Jake Wagner,
Okay.
and he used to be like the DJ for the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
And this one was like everybody was getting played.
Mhm.
And I would submit songs, and he's like, "Oh, you're not at the right BPM. You're not at the right this and that." Shout out to him. No,
Yeah.
ill will, no malice. But I was like, damn, like what the fuck do they want to hear?
Mhm.
So then I would start to like listen to more and more people like Vince Staples who would openly talk about like, yeah, I did this to get this Call of Duty placement and this and that.
Mhm.
So just figuring out those like BPMs and what they're kind of looking for, and also like the subject matter, because like they're like, we want hype songs, so you gotta not to diss anybody, but like I'm not really trying to sound like NF or some shit like that.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And I hear like, especially when you play like video games and like you hear like the Madden soundtrack. I play UFC, so I hear like a lot of some of the corniest music I've ever heard.
Right.
But it goes with
What they're
theme
going
and what
for.
they're trying to promote.
Yeah.
So it's like
I've been in those situations where like that writing camp I was in, like a lot of those songs, and they know what it is. Like a lot of those songs, like I personally wouldn't, if it was just me, wouldn't like make, but I understand what it's for, and it's that shit gets placed. Like
that's
it's
the
a
whole
lot of
point,
people.
yeah,
Like we're
yeah.
so invested in this music, like way more than the average person. You
Yeah.
know, so I always try to keep that in mind too. Like we might overcritique a lot of shit that hits.
Are you so deep into it to where you'll go somewhere like a movie theater or like you'll listen to a video and you're like, oh, the audio, like it disturbs you?
No, for sure. Even like if I'm watching commercials, like damn, that one was loud as fuck compared to this one.
Really?
Like just little shit like that, and I don't know. I kind of hate it.
Yeah.
Especially music wise. Like before I was making music, I was like doing hip hop choreo, like dancing and shit. So like it was just it made my ear like it opened up my ear to like music itself and just originate, like that's where my like taste comes from and all that. But like I just don't listen to music the same, like even like sadly, even when it comes to new releases, like I'm not like rushing to
I'm not either.
listen to it. Like I don't know, I think it's because like I know if it's like something for real, I know I'm gonna hear it like without me rushing, or I don't know what it is. But I'm also too trying to get like I'll be listening to see like on some competition shit, but not like that fully. Just seeing like what's out there, what's going on right now.
Yeah.
But
what are you listening to?
Bro, a lot of old shit, bro. A lot of shit like I was listening to when I first like got in shit, bro. Like I'm one of those. I'll go back to one of my old like favorite rap albums, like a old Big Sean, a fucking damn.
What, Finally Famous?
No, what was the Dark Sky Paradise? I really fucked with that album, no cap. Man, my selection's just all over the place. Cause honestly, not even to sound like that guy, but I listen to a lot of my shit or a lot of what I'm working on right now. like just beats, songs I'm working on. Like I kind of like gravitate to that.
I feel like people don't understand that when we say that, because we're creating something we're looking for ourselves. You know, we're trying to fill a void for ourselves. So whenever we make music, we're kind of like, I'm not hearing anything that like this out there. So you're just constantly bumping it 24/7 to the point where we get tired of it.
Yeah, I feel like with me, it's just such an everyday process thing. Like I can be sitting in a car listening to a beat and be like, get an idea for it, or be like, oh, I should send this to this person, or like just little shit like that.
Yeah.
And two, the shit be hard. You feel me? Like I'd be like excited for like the shit that eventually come out. Like I've been playing these Casey Veggie songs that me and Thanks for Coming has had for like the last almost 7-8 months now, and they're finally about to come out in a couple months, and like just that feeling is exciting. Like I still have barely had like a handful of those feelings, like as far as like them cliche like producer like song drop type moments. Like
Yeah.
like when my first like when Cash Kid and E40 song dropped, I was like genuinely sitting on the toilet and like it dropped. I didn't even know E40 was on the song. Like all type of shit. You feel me? Like that's like I live for like those moments. Like those are dope. You know, having
Have
like,
you met 40?
I haven't met 40. I can't wait to
No.
meet him so I can be like I have a song with you.
Yeah. I always hear from like a lot of people that 40 is just always open arms with working with new artists. As long as like you got your shit going and you're about your business, like 40 will fuck
bro.
with you.
40 is one of my dad's like favorite rappers, no cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, that must have been a trip.
I didn't even and he put me like he kind of told me that, and I kind of knew because he'd always play 40, but he like told me that like after I got the song, I was like, damn, that's dope. You feel me? Like that's dope for my end, but like it was dope like seeing, you know, because you want to show your parents that
what you're doing, yeah.
You know, so I mean, my parents they've been new, you know, but it's like little moments like that that's like okay,
Like little progress, like
mm-hmm.
it's going.
And that was a minute ago, bro, and man, it's been like so much and like so much business learned. That's really the key thing, like just learning the business for real.
Yeah.
You know,
Talk to me about that. What's it like going through?
I mean, like even with that, like, I feel like if you just know, like, how I'm looking at things right now is like you can either have a team that, you know, you have set, whether it's yourself and somebody else that, you know, you guys sit there and you like learn these things. You know all these businesses like a sound exchange, a song trust, like all this shit. Like you have your ASCAP BMI aligned, like all that shit. Like if you guys like really dig deep and know the game, which all this information is available, you know, it's not like nobody's gatekeeping like nothing that you don't need, you know. So you can go that route, or you know, like I mentioned, song trust. Like that's basically like paying for like it's like $100, and that's like an admin team, like paying for an admin team, which is admin. That's just everything I said, like the splits, the back end shit, all that. So, I feel like a lot of people like, I mean, they don't teach you, they don't tell you.
No,
I mean, now it's yeah, I can't really say that because it's all over the place now.
I feel like places like United Masters always talk about that stuff.
Yeah, like if you don't follow like certain like certain people or the right like outlets that like are like empowering like artists and producers and shit, like yeah, maybe you've never heard or seen none of that shit. You know, nobody in the families like ever really did music seriously. You know, like
do you come from a music family?
Technically, yeah. Like my mom before she had me, like my mom was like rapping for real.
Oh shit.
And like yeah, she tells me that all the time. Like she was rapping, like she like she was in a little situation. You know, I don't want to misquote her or nothing, but all my uncles rap, like all of them, like you know, just like family. I don't want to discredit them, you know. But
yeah,
all my family rap, and they're all dope as fuck, all musically inclined. Like one of my uncles, dude, like he literally like was pushing musically inclined. He still does. Like that's like his like label, like clothing brand shit. But like yeah, they're all dope. Like once I started rapping, they didn't expect me to do it at all, and you know everybody fucks with it. You feel me? For sure.
Not to compare you to anybody, but I was listening to an artist the other day, and I was kind of like, they kind of rap like ooh,
who?
Hitboy.
Hitboy.
Yeah, especially that song he has with Chike and Baby Tron.
That's dope as fuck.
I hear him rapping. He's like, he's saying words like names like Chauncey and stuff like that, and I'm like, it sounds like ooh.
It's bro. It's it's certain people I just have a good feeling like once I meet them, like it's just gonna be a good ass connection. Hitboy is one of them, you know, like for sure. Just cause like he's a super established, you know, what I'm doing, you know, and I feel like he's gonna be able to see like, okay, I'm not at the same level as you, but like I'm hungry for it, and you know, I'm trying to do the right things to get to your spot, you know. So
and this story's insane. Like, he made that Kanye song, you know,
crazy
in Paris, and he made Lamborghini Mercy too, right? Mercy. He was talking about how he made those 2 hit records, but he was still living in a mansion with like 12 of his friends, making all these beats and basically, you know, a camp. But then he put himself in debt through all that. Then he had to like figure out the ins and out of the business, because by then he didn't learn his. But by then, you know, he had these hit records. So to see him bounce back from that, because, you know, you hear from producers here and there, like, people think rappers are just one-hit wonders. There's sometimes producers that you'll never hear from ever again.
Yeah.
And, you know, to see him bounce back from that, I love seeing everything that he did with his dad. You know,
no, for sure.
Big Hit too. You know, I love that album with the game.
I want to do that with my family, like when I'm in a good position. You know,
like, yeah, that'd be dope.
Cause like I said, my uncles are crazy. Like my uncles are crazy. Yeah, with Hitboy, like I don't know, it's just with this music shit, like you know, I can like niggas wasn't in no mansion, you know, but like I can definitely say like I've been involved in something like kind of similar, just in like the like major points of things, like you feel me, you with a bunch of the homies, you know, like
exactly.
you guys like, you know, you doing your thing, but you're not as calculated as you should, you know. I've definitely experienced that, you know, with my boy Taee, you feel me? In our early days, and you know, back to the point to where like I told you, like we're getting him back into things, and like to the point to like now it's like, okay, watch out for this. Let's not, you know, this is where we fucked up, you know, that type shit.
Were you there at that? This might take you back. 2019, around like December. No, 2018 around December. He did a show, and the flyer was like him in like a blue basketball jersey. It was kind of like drawn.
Yep.
You were at that one? I was gonna go, but that was the same night as like my homecoming. And I was like, this is my senior homecoming. I'm not trying to miss it. I should have, because then at the end of the day, I got into an argument with my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
This girl gonna wait in the fucking parking lot talking about she left already.
Yeah.
And this whole time I'm like, shit. Whole time I could have just went
right.
to that shit.
Right.
Met all y'all.
Right.
Because back then, you know, Prince Taee was happening. You know, Prince Taee,
bro,
it's his rise when he was really. This is when he was doing those freestyles. I think he did one at the Rancho Swami just doing like that.
I forget the name of the brand. I forget the name of the brand, but yeah.
You know what I'm talking about with the bear? And then it was like, he did the Where Your Money At freestyle. Yeah, see?
Yeah, bro. Like, Taee did a lot of shit that, you feel me? I feel like a lot of people, like he kind of laid a blueprint to anybody that really was paying attention, because, bro, like, I'm talking about the self investing. Like this is still like working at McDonald's, Taee, you know, this is still like working at this warehouse, Taee, you feel me? Like I'm pulling up on him like almost every day, and you know, they're going to work, and him and his baby moms, like shout out his baby moms too, you know, Sienna, like everybody know, like they really, like, for what they did, you know, like you got to give them their flowers, because you know, they really invested in shit, and they created something that really from the ground up, for real, like on some shit, like we'd be sitting there and he'd be at like 6,000 followers, and then next week 7,000, 8,000, then just start keep going up, and then from there it's like literally people might look at it and be like, damn, like it's just getting followers. Like, bro, I don't even really know how to explain it. It's like the more you get, like,
but it was really organic too.
It was organic, and like he just kept getting attention, and like it was just people were gravitating towards it, and I feel like it was just a real genuine situation that I think anybody can create, you know, if you just do the right things and you stay committed. Like, you know, we were really hungry for the shit, you know?
Back then Taee was, not to say he's not anymore, you know, he does his own thing, but back then he was just such a workhorse, and just me as an artist just watching him at that time, just admiring it. And he just always caught my eye, because he was the first person I ever saw throw a show, and this is the time where like the Vegas music scene was still kind of low key, so it was everything was bubbling, everything was new to us because obviously there's people before us, but nobody really made an impact, and they didn't have social media back then, so for Taee to utilize that and really take it to another level, I was just always watching him. Same thing, like me and him were chopping it up, and then unfortunately a couple months later he did get shot in LA and stuff like that, but even before that to see his rise, because then right before that he was doing the freestyle at the BET. Wasn't it a cypher, wasn't it, or was it a freestyle?
I think it was.
He was on stage. He was a performance or something like that.
Yeah, something.
Like when he was wearing that green vest, that green bullet.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, well, we went on stage with Namir. Yeah. No cap. And like even Post getting shot, like, you feel me? He had the day in Vegas slot, which sadly.
And then because didn't he lose that because he had like food poisoning or some shit?
We were literally in the back, like literally in a trailer. Like when bro pulled up, they're texting the group chat like they not feeling good, like. Oh yeah. They texting the group chat like, they not feeling good, like that type shit. They're like, we went to Chipotle. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was about like 11. We got to be at the festival early. It had to be like 10, 11. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, but I didn't know how bad it was. Like, bro literally couldn't walk. That shit was crazy.
Damn.
That shit was wild. And like, they were literally like calling us on to like go on stage. Like, they're calling, bro. And they had to, I'll never forget, they had to like get DJ Bugsy up there to like just spin it out like our whole set. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. He was the only Vegas. That was the very first day in Vegas, and he was the only Vegas artist on there.
It was the first one I remember.
That man. That I always think back like that. That was gonna be such a moment, But we're gonna run it back for sure.
Yeah.
They're gonna run it back.
Come back for everything
yeah, for sure.
It was yours.
For
Even then, like when he made your birthday post, I saw him talk about how like, oh, if I knew the industry was gonna do us the way it did, I would never. Can you speak on that a little bit, or?
I just.
Just so like any
it's just
artists out there, watch out.
Yeah, no, it's just like with, you feel me, with Taee, shout out baby Taee, he eventually had a kid during I think this is, I don't want to get the year wrong, but I think this was some shit had kind of happened, and this was like his first time, like, the label and everything like trying to get him back going and things, you feel me? Like he was kind of over this shit. And again, like that's why I can't wait to have him on and shit, so he can really like give you the real details and the spill.
I would love to have Prince Taee on here.
No,
Prince Taee, if you watching.
But it just came down to like, bro, like like he's like, bro, I have a son now. Like y'all are bullshitting, y'all playing. You feel me? Like, I gotta take care of my kid.
Yeah.
And like, bro, like this is post videos, post festival, post all this, bro. Like me and this nigga, bro, was in a warehouse, bro.
Did he have his son? No, this was before Wraith Rider.
Yeah. No, yeah. His son came out the Wraith Rider for sure.
Song. I hate that he never put it on DSPs.
Yeah. It was bro, he had so much. He had literally, no cap, no exaggeration. He had like 3 tapes worth of music, like just ready to go that never came out.
Yeah, I remember.
That's why, like, with the
video shoot at the park too. Mm-hmm. That one never came out. Or I think
it was a YouTube video.
Yeah,
that dropped it. That was about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Did it come out? Because it was
I believe
like
it's on
years
YouTube.
later.
I think it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it was like 2 years later where he actually finally dropped it.
Yeah, some shit. But yeah, that man, I'm proud of him though, for sure. Like just as a man, like he's been taking care of, everything he has to take care of. Like he's doing good. Like he's always on, like, always like stressing himself out, just trying to be a better man. And, I just like wish he gave himself a little bit more grace, because like he's like, man, like he could have like really gave up on a lot of shit, and the fact that, like right now, like he's even wanting to like and down to get back into it, like has that genuine, like that's all it comes, like we have genuine love for the music. Right. Like that shit never goes away. Like even when somebody like him, when like he swears like it's gone, like that shit comes back.
Yeah.
That shit comes back.
I think so too. Yeah, because now you telling me this like from behind the scenes for him after having his kid, it kind of, I don't want to say the word validates, but like I feel seen in a way where I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one.
No,
after
bro.
I had my daughter, I was just like, what the fuck am I like? I'm not trying to talk about this, and that because I'm not doing it.
Think about all the people that's doing the opposite, that not phased by the kid they had or the kids, you know? And
yeah.
so, like, yeah, I have way more respect for, like, y'all because it's just a longer grind. Like, what's meant for you is going to come. Like, I'm so believing in that. Like, I've had some shit come my way, like, when I'm damn near, like, ready to give up, you know? Like, and, like, with this music shit, I'd never see myself giving up. But, you know, like, we're all human and we all hit that point with shit where it's like, this shit not moving, or I don't know what I'm doing, or like what the fuck. Like, I'm out in LA, like that shit's great and I'm having all this shit happen, but like on a daily I'm like, a lot of times I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, am I doing the right thing? Like, you know. But you know, you just keep going and shit happens.
I think that was like one of my, I don't know if it was a bad prediction, but I remember at the time when the Vegas music scene was starting to bubble, I was like, there's gonna be to a point where we don't have to move out from Vegas to go to LA.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have so much shit going, and to the point where they're gonna come over here and come see what we're about. But I feel like, you know, things kind of fizzled out, so it's back to where it's like, all right, we got to go back to LA. This
Right.
and that.
That's kind of what I'm on. That's kind of what I'm on right now, bro. I'm on some like, I don't gotta live out there, you know. Like, I don't gotta be there every day. For certain shit, and in the grand scheme of things, you do, for real. Like, but I feel like at this point I'm in right now, you know, and yeah, I just feel like at this point I'm at right now, like I really don't got to be there every day. I just, when I'm there, I just know how to be efficient. Like, I know where I need to be. You know, I don't got to be there to, you know, be making those calls and connects, you know, like, and I kind of want to like bring some light here, for real, you know, like, I want to like, I've already been talking to Chase, you feel me? Like, Chase wants to start coming out here more and shit. And like, yeah, I just want to, man, I just want to like, I want to like really like do this shit. Like, I know like it's been so many people that said like they want to like bring Vegas to the spotlight and shit. And, you know, people still are actively doing it right now, you know, like, I think that's what I commend our community for, you know, like still like even people like you, like this is shit that all like counts towards a community, you know. And like, it's been people like, even like the first person that kind of comes to mind is like a Rex from Vegas, you know, Rex. Like, it's people like him, and that's like, or even like some of these bands like the noir movement. Like, I don't know if you're that familiar with them. Like, bro, like just been doing this shit for years and pushing this shit for years, and it's gonna eventually break. But like, maybe we just I'm just kind of talking right now. It's like an idea that's flowing right now, but like maybe we just aren't supposed to be like a major like spot for music. Like, maybe that just might not for real happen, but we can definitely be like a hot spot for it. We could, in a more of a working way, you know, we could be more of a connecting dot. Like, you feel me? If we set up a you know, we bring one of these labels out here, you know, have it connected with some we have some crazy studios here, bro. Like, it's some crazy studios. Like, we bring a couple labels out here, bro, start having some artists really like funnel through here more on some work and shit. Like, it's so many different ways, you know. Like, I know the city bullshits us when it comes to shows and shit like that, but like, it's ways to figure this shit out, bro. Like, niggas was figuring this shit out on the way to party, like when we was in high school and shit, you know. So it's ways to figure this shit out. We really want to do it, bro, you know. And that's kind of what I'm on right now. Like, I really want to do like, I like, I've always like just been around people, especially like, shout out to Taee. Like, you know, that was early on in my journey. I'm just, you know, he's a whole Atlantic signed artist, and like, he's my best friend. So I'm with him like every day. I'm seeing the journey. I'm seeing how he feels. I'm seeing like, oh, they fucked you up over with this shit, you know. Like, I'm seeing all this, you know, but I'm not directly affected by it for real. Like, you know,
and that's what you should do too. Like, analyze people's situations.
You have
like,
to. You have to.
Because they went through it doesn't mean you have to.
You have to. You have to. So
sometimes, you know, when we're all together, some of us are gonna take bumps and bruises that the other people won't, and we just gotta learn from that. You know.
Okay.
So how far does yours and why am I being? So how far does yours and Tae's relationship go back?
So we went to the same high school, Sierra Vista. I went to a few. I went to Vista, Palo, and Legacy. But we met. Yeah, I was all over the
Bro,
place.
he was like, boom, boom, boom.
I went to Vista like.
What year did you graduate from Legacy?
18.
Did you graduate from Legacy?
Yeah, 18.
18?
Yeah. So I went to Vista like first year. Randomly went to Summerlin. Moved to Summerlin. Went to Palo for a year. Which that was like. Palo wasn't like too strange for me because I actually did all 3 years of middle school over in that area. So
Okay.
I was kind of seeing like a bunch of like old friends and shit. Then I came back to Vista for like junior year and halfway through senior, and that's where I met Taee, like right before I like moved to Legacy for like the last half of like high school. I met Taee. I was like president of a beat club, like beat and DJ club.
Like an after school thing?
Like me and Mr. Gibson. That shit got turned into actual class. Like that shit was dope.
You ever do Key Club?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was in Key Club for sure. We just did like activities and shit, huh?
Yeah.
I
only joined for the parties.
I don't remember no Key Club parties.
Shit.
What?
When you like went to like I think it was Sierra Vista.
What?
Is that the Bears? Like the Grizzly Bears?
The Mountain Lions.
No, I'm tripping. What's the Grizzly? Green Valley?
That might be Green Valley.
No, Green Valley's the Gators.
I don't know.
What the fuck is that? Anyways, there's a school on the west side. I think it's like Spring Mountain area, high school over there. And we just went on the football field and camped out. Like a bunch of different schools did that shit. So like you go there from like, I think it's like a 12-hour thing, like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then there's like vendors and shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah, that was cool. Dance Marathon was cool because we did that shit at UNLV. So it's just like a big ass fucking like rave.
Right.
For like 4 or 6 hours.
Right.
And then there's one that we did at Green Valley. It's the first one at the beginning of the year. Right. I forgot what it's about, but you do activities throughout the day. And then at the end, it's just like this big ass party. And like, we're in high school and shit. But like, people were like passing out in the mosh pit and shit.
Oh my God.
And it's like crazy because I'm like, at that time, like, even I knew, like, when I'm like, fuck, I'm getting lightheaded. I'm thirsty as fuck. I just dipped. So to see some people pass out, people were like, get the fuck out of the way.
Right.
And I'm like, fool, like, it's not my
Have you ever been in a real mosh pit?
Yeah. Different concerts, especially I went to Astro World.
Oh.
No, not the crazy one, but the Astro World tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's like stuff like that. Yeah. I've been to Uzi and stuff like that.
The craziest mosh pit, I'm gonna get back to the question too. But the craziest mosh pit I've been in, bro, surprisingly enough, was a Pharrell performance, bro. And Nerd. Yeah, bro. The people went crazy, bro. Like I didn't even expect it. Like I was like dead set in the middle.
Yeah.
Like I had just won like I did like this Doritos challenge, and they gave me like these like 3-day VIP passes to Life is Beautiful. I think this is 2018. And like every day I had brought a different friend type shit, just trying to be nice and that type shit. And you mentioned Travis Scott. That day, bro, it was crazy. I didn't get close. That was like the third day, the last day, I think, and it was so funny, like, because the second day I did the Pharrell shit and a mosh pit happened out of nowhere right around me, bro. I'm talking about I fell, all type of shit, bro. Like scraped my knee. I was hot. But then the next night, I don't know. I think I just was mad dehydrated, bro. Like, I felt like shit. I felt like I had to pass out, bro. And I was nowhere near the crowd. Like, my homie, it was one of my videographers, Japan. Like, he wanted to go in the crowd so bad, and I felt so bad. I was like, bro, like, hell no. I'm like, hell no. Fuck that, bro.
I would have told him, bro, you go without me.
I told him, I'm like, bro, you can go, but nah.
Yeah. The first mosh pit I ever been in was one of the homies, shout out Daniel, he was like, hey, we're doing this party, blah, 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 come through. And this is like, I think it was like the summer of my freshman year or something like that. So I'm not knowing what type of party this is. So I'm like, shit, all right, they about to be food, about to be this and that. And it's kind of like an underground, like, alternative show. So there was like heavy metal. Some people were performing like Rex Orange County type of music and shit like that. But then they were like moshing and shit. And I was like, what the fuck are they doing? But they're like throwing kicks and doing all this crazy shit. And I was with the homie. And I was like, this is not my scene at all. Like,
yeah.
These fools are in Doc Martens kicking shit, throwing dust everywhere. I'm in some Jordan 4s. I'm about to fuck this shit up.
It gets crazy, bro.
I had to dip out. And then by the time I left, like the police shut it down. And I was like, all right, I just went around the corner to 7-Eleven. Man,
it's some wild spots out in LA. Like, I pulled up to a couple shows and was like, oh shit, I didn't know like the crowd would be like this, but you know, it's dope, and I definitely want to like a lot of for example, like a Money Mantha, like that's like a female artist I work with all the time. Like I'd love to get like that type of crowd, like the kind of like gothic crowd that wouldn't naturally rush to a Money Mantha song and listen to it. Like I want to get them to
Yeah.
like fuck with her. Like I
When I
think
was
that's key.
performing for FTC and stuff, I would see like alternative and like gothic kids,
Mm.
and like, you know, the type of music I was making. I was like, on the surface level, you would think they wouldn't fuck with it, but I was
Mm.
like, I kind of knew that a lot of them like Shoreline Mafia,
Yeah.
and that was like a lot of the beats that I was rapping on. So
Mm-hmm.
it was good. Like it was just like they were just bopping their heads because they were used to it.
My FTC performance, I wish that was I have like edited footage, but I wish I had like the whole thing. That was like one of my favorite performances like I ever did.
Those
Like
shows, man.
I love the vibe. Like man, I love the vibe of those shows for sure.
Yeah,
That's fire.
but I think I don't want to skip past. We'll come back to the Taee topic, but I feel like the FTC shows going away was kind of like the detriment of the Vegas music scene. Cause there's still some people I see pop up and do like cool stuff.
Yeah, but not like that.
Yeah,
Not like that.
and I
Cause
feel like that hindered everybody. Like nobody was getting shows, nobody was getting booked, nobody was throwing anything.
right.
So I just feel like that did a lot of harm to the city, more than we thought would ever be possible.
Right.
So what do you think is missing for us in general, the music scene?
It's us just being creative.
Mm.
I wanna I don't know, like we talking about this now, like I wanna like do some like house party shits for real. In like the most safe manner, of course. Most calculated, safe manner, but like some shit like that, like get a fly ass like mansion, like bring those type vibes back, like you feel me? Because we in Vegas, people gonna want to party, people want to turn up and have fun all the time, you know. So it's like bring that, incorporate, you know, like have like Taee perform, have like a couple other people, you know, that's doing the music shit out here, and like really bring it back to the basics, you know. Like I think like that shit still works, you know.
Yeah.
Like I think you gotta be the people gotta know you at the end of the day, you know. Like we in a world where AI and like you literally can just make an artist and shit, and that's cool. Like this AI artist just got the $3 million deal, like that's cool, but it's like I don't know.
And this is coming from somebody who used to like, I used to edit videos and use AI images. My whole thing with that was just to do it for story times. Like I had homies talk about like, you know, ripping their shoes up in the club, so I just did it to like, you know, get people to remember this shit. But now it's so oversaturated to the point where I'm like, man, get this AI slop out of my face.
Man, it's I feel where I'm at with it with music. It's like I feel there's ways to be efficient with it, and there's ways for like
There was that one rapper that was like, yeah, I just put in ChatGPT and then gave me bars.
yeah, that's
It
wild.
was like a young kid. He was like maybe like 17. He was like on like Sirius 6, I think. Like
I
something
don't
like that.
I don't think I might be wrong, but I'm pretty positive they haven't like came to a full decision on this whole like, you know, specifically like Suno. That's one of the companies like that's Timbaland's company, I guess, that he's fucking with, and like I don't know if they've came to like a official conclusion like what the how to really move with it. Like myself, I know like when I go on Suno, like what I've been seeing the last like what few nights, because I've been like low key fucking with it. They'll like have you like ask you if you want to sign up for the plan, and it's like if you don't sign up for the plan, it's like, or they tell you like you need to sign up to have commercial rights. So I'm just that's random, but I'm just curious to like how the fuck that works out, because like for me, like I've made a few beats already, like I've used the shit. I'm not gonna say my method because it's some sauce, but I've used the shit, and like I'm just wondering, like, okay, like if this shit drops, I put this shit out. Like, do y'all have a machine that's gonna detect it somehow? Like, I mean, I altered it. You feel me? So I doubt, but it's like, I wonder how that works. You know, like, how do you know if I really signed up? You know, like, I don't know. It's interesting.
The thing that pissed me off with Timberland was like it felt like a betrayal because of how much shit he used to talk about like FL Studios and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm not making these preset beats, these microwave beats and stuff like that. I remember in uh that's that song, if you see us in the car, I think he's in there like, I'm not your like you internet producers. Like he's saying that in his breakdown, like I'm not your internet producers. Because he's like always talking shit about like, I can make a
Bro.
beat using a frying pan, and I could do this, and that. So for him to like go from that shit to we're using AI now,
Right, and
I
I'm
feel like
not
a
I'm not
giant.
mad at I'm not mad at that. It's just I feel like you just gotta watch what you say. You know, just a
Yeah.
overall just point of that is like you just gotta watch what you say, bro. Because it's like now you years later, now you heavily advocating for this shit, and low key like he's been some wild situations, bro. Been some wild
It's the same,
situations.
yeah, because it's the same thing when they used to talk shit about T-Pain saying he wasn't a real singer because he used so much autotune,
And that shit's wild.
and now it's everywhere.
Right.
You can't do shit. People like Snoop Dogg and shit like that were talking shit about him. Now, I for sure know Snoop uses autotune.
Right. And T-Pain can sing, so fuck out here.
He can't.
He can.
I was about to say, yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can for sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Well, let's go back. So, tell me more about your relationship with Taee. Man.
Yeah, so I basically met Taee in high school.
Okay.
Was running a club. It was like one of the pep rallies or something. Like we were like spinning music. We had the opportunity to like have some artists, you know, perform and rap. And I think I had like just saw him on Instagram like a week ago or some shit. Like, you know, like you said, like doing one of his challenges, like in the car rapping. And never really saw him on campus at all. Like literally saw him on Instagram. It was so wild. You know, in school, like you could be like going to school like years with some people and like you didn't really see him. You know, like it's crazy. But so we had him perform. Still, like we still didn't really like we weren't like close still. Like even after like that shit, like it kind of just happened and like it was like we had a relationship. Like it was cool and that was it. We graduated. Some months went by, bro. What got us connected, bro. Sadly enough, was like Mac Miller's passing. Like he had passed, and like I think Tay had posted something that day, and like I just slid up. Was like, yeah, that shit fucked me up too, like that type shit.
Yeah.
And then from there, we literally like just started linking up. Like I started inviting him over to the crib, and we just started fucking around making music. Like that's where like our song "Party" came from. Like we made that shit.
I remember partying.
We made that shit, you know, in the same house. In the same house we shot the video in. You know, we made that shit upstairs and.
Y'all went to like what, a Costco or something like that?
Yeah,
When he was
Winco.
in the cart.
Yeah,
Oh,
Winco.
Winco. Okay.
I never had went to a Winco before in my life. I was like, what? You know, that shit was funny. That shit was funny.
He's like, "Is on that?" I don't know.
But see, it's like that type shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that's what I'm like bringing back to the basics. Like, bro, that shit was fun. Like, that shit
Yeah.
was actually like fun.
We
bro.
gotta go back to the basics, but there's also more innovation to that. Cause back then he did that shit on WorldStar.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a WorldStar. I mean, I feel like everybody knows now. A WorldStar
Yeah.
post doesn't get you shit anymore.
No.
So if we're gonna go back to the basics, I was talking to my producer Cece over here about this earlier. You gotta have content, like,
Mm-hmm.
and it has to be high quality. Cause
Mhm.
99% of the time when we're scrolling, we see iPhone made content.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta up that shit and like catch people's eyes. I'm telling y'all, this is free game. If y'all
Yes.
listen to it, that's on you. If you don't, I'll see you next year.
No, for sure.
But like, yeah, take it back to the basics, but also understand the new innovations. Like,
Yes.
just dropping a video a day is back to the basics. You know, I feel like people spend too much on music videos and just get clips from the music video. And sometimes that does things, and sometimes it just doesn't. But you got to take it back to like, you know, everyday shit. Just do a video.
Have you been seeing what Babytron been doing the last month?
Nah, not recently.
Bro, Babytron has dropped a music video for, I think he's like probably has like 4 or 5 days left. Like he dropped a whole
For the month.
bro.
Oh, I gotta check it out.
I think it was for like every song on his last tape, bro. But like literally every day, like it's a new fucking video. I'm like, this is fucking Babytron's
I haven't
crazy.
seen that in a long. See, and that too. If you're gonna do music videos, you gotta be.
Yeah, I saw some shit the other day. I think it was like literally yesterday. Like, what did he say? It was like, I don't until you have like a crazy budget or some shit like that. Like, shoot cheap or free videos. You know,
Yeah.
like.
Shout out Naomi. She gave me my first ever music video as a free video.
That's
Shout out
fire.
Naomi, Grace.
I have my 2 main videographers. Like it's these last couple years, like I haven't used them a lot because I've been in LA. But like my 2 main videographers still, Quell, who he actually had to go on like a family trip. But
I was about to say, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Quell, man.
Shout out Quell, Quell, and then my boy Japan, my boy Adrian. Like
You gotta put me on to him. You keep mentioning him.
he's shot
No
like
disrespect.
he shot a lot of like I don't know if you ever I don't know if you remember a video by Taee, the Rover video where they was like shooting.
park?
Yeah. He shot like that. He
it
shot.
feels weird because like I saw all this happen in real time. So when you're saying shit like this, I'm like, I hope I don't come off as like a fanboy.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I genuinely was living in the moment
No,
as
for
it was
sure.
happening, as it was dropping. I saw everything.
These are moments, like, bro. These are literal moments. Like, we were talking about a separate video, separate song. Like when Taee and Jakaya did a remix to "Ride the Wave." Like, we shot a whole video to that, and was about to drop it, and we had to take it off, because of
there was that one. It kind of looked like backstage or something like that.
Yeah, we were in a crib, but yeah, that, bro. But you know, like, and who really knows? But like, bro,
What
we
was
be
that? What was the one where he had like the overalls and he had like I think it was like a Jason.
Oh, it was I forget the name of the song, but
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was supposed to be off. It was supposed to be off of EP.
I swear to God.
That was gonna be his first. That was the first EP that they talked about when you signed.
Okay.
I forget the name that they were going with, but bro, it was like 3-4 different EPs supposed to drop during that whole time. But yeah, but yeah, bro, we just stayed connected. After we started like making music, and like he instantly like how I roll. Like I know a lot of people, and like I have a lot of good friends, you know, but like I know a lot of people. I have a lot of good friends, but like my circle is definitely like small for sure. So my like big brother at the time, who I be with almost every day, like he was at this point he kept dancing. So at this point he's like touring. Like he didn't graduate from high school. Like he's just touring and shit.
Isn't the guy with the like the puffy hair?
He had puffy at one point. His name Debic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, come on.
Yeah, you know your shit, bro.
There, bro.
You know your shit. No cap.
I'm telling you, I probably still have the flyer in my screenshots. If I look for it, I'll probably find it.
Oh, I have the flyer too, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. It's in my archives.
I remember because it was like a finesse team, and it was just like this whole thing where it was like, you know, this person's the dancer, this person's the rapper, this person's the producer.
Some shit, bro. Finesse Team at one point was literally going to somehow, some way get conjoined with YBN. Like the label was trying to figure out a way to like conjoin. Like we was fucking, like YBN was fucking with us. Like you feel me? They had Taee had the same manager.
Because they did those shows overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
You would have thought I was there. Shit, I remember everything.
Him and Darren went overseas, bro. I remember that shit. I was like, oh my god, that shit looks so fun.
I remember him like being in the crowd, throwing the water in the crowd and shit. Like, man, I swear to God, I'm not a fanboy. I just was there. I'm telling y'all.
No, for sure.
No glaze.
He's gonna watch it. Nah, I invited him tonight, but his son got dropped off and shit. But he already said like he gonna want to come up here already soon, because we were supposed to do this early in the year, you know. We're supposed to do it early in the year.
We were.
It's all good.
Yeah, you know, things come up.
Man.
But I see you wearing this LIQ Podcast
sweater.
Tell me about that, man, because I feel like not a lot of people. I mean, obviously the people who follow you know that, but like, you know, talk more about that, your experience with them, man. And you know,
that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I want to like connect cultures more and shit. You feel me? Because like the LIQ Podcast, what they represent out in LA is something fire. You know, no matter, you know, a lot of people have different opinions overall, but I feel like no matter how you look at it, like they're giving a platform for people who are just trying to do something. You feel me?
Shout out to homie Milo. He just did a performance over there.
I
don't know if you saw it. Yeah.
Dope, fire.
Shout out Milo.
Dope. I think early last year, it's so funny. I tried pulling up before. I think this was before they started doing like the artist versus thing.
Yeah.
I tried pulling up with one of the artists I was working with at the time, one of the female artists, and they like low key like didn't let me come because I was a dude. Like that type timing, you know? And I be knowing how that shit go, you feel me? But at the same time, my homegirl, you know, she's like a couple years younger, you know, she's pretty cute and all that type shit, you feel me? So it's like,
you know what it is, like
I'm just telling her, you know, like, you know, just stay on your P's and Q's, be careful, like that type vibe. But I think like a month after that or some shit, like I eventually pulled up, and from the moment I first pulled up, like it was all love, you know. Shout out LIQ. That's the guy who actually runs it. Always showed me love. Eventually, like once they figured out like, you know, I'm like really producing like with some of these groups and all that shit, you feel me? Like start getting more in tune with me. They did like a couple collab posts with me on some shit, you know, turned my page up a little bit, like just shit like that, you feel me? Like Khalik's always just showing love.
Yeah.
I still haven't been to his new spot yet, which I'm terrible for. I haven't been there. He's been having that shit up for like damn near almost half a year now, I feel like. But yeah, it's dope. They're dope people. He actually gave me this. It was like one of the last jackets he had type shit. He had like gave it to me, so I thought it would be dope to wear it today too.
No, yeah, because I wanted to ask you about that too, and then you just wear the sweater. I'm like, all right, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it's fire. I like the whole Simpsons thing they fuck with.
Were they the ones that opened up for Brownback?
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to that show too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was in the crowd. I haven't met the Brownback guys yet.
Shout out to homie Duno.
I can't wait to meet him though.
Nah,
I'll be watching their shit.
Duno's a good dude. In person, he's really funny, you know. And
I've met AD.
AD?
Yeah.
Did he do the Compton Strangler on you?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, this was actually the day. This was the day Taee had got shot.
Oh wow! Okay, so this is way before. Yeah,
crazy chain of events. Bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Were you there when it happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. It was like some movie shit. No cap.
Yeah.
Not trying to like, bro, like dead ass, bro. Like it was some like you see these scenes, bro, growing up. And, like, all the time in movies and shit, or just, like, you know, if you growing up in the hood and all that type shit, like, you be seeing this shit. Literally, for me, bro, like, once I was seeing the car, like, pulling up at the speed it was and all that, bro, like, seeing the window didn't even roll down, like, a nigga just hopped out with a mask, like, but everything was going slow motion, and it was just, like, it was almost like I've, like, seen the shit before, but it's, like, shit going slow motion, but at the same time, it's going so fast. I'm like, you like making decisions, bro. Like, yeah, you like that shit was crazy. That shit was wild. Bro.
You know, if you go back to the comments of Party, there's like people in the section like, oh, he just got shot. Blah, blah,
yeah.
I remember I went back to go watch that music video and I read the comments and I was like, what the fuck? They were reporting on this like as it was happening.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, there's a lot of people still, bro. Like, Ted posts a picture right now and get like 6,000 to 10,000 likes. You feel me? Like. Still a lot of people in tune and fucking with him, you know. But at that time, bro, it was crazy. Like he'd go on live and get like 100, 200 people fast. Like it was a lot of people in tune, bro. That shit was crazy. I'm just glad, you know, we made out the situation. I'm glad, you know, his manager at the time made it out the situation too, you know, and still alive. You feel me? Like that was crazy.
His manager got hit too?
He got hit the most, bro. Like,
oh wow,
crazy. I forgot how many times he got shot, but that shit was wild. And I believe like his life got saved. His life got saved for real because as soon as that shit happened, like right after that shit happened, like it was like a off duty like paramedic or something that literally heard the gunshots and just
ran to it. You
know, on some like that God shit. You feel me? Like,
yeah. Look at God, man. The same thing. Like I don't want to make that all about him, but like, you know, again, shout out to Prince Taee because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have met my producer over here, CC, because he did that grand opening. Like he performed at a grand opening at a studio by the Orleans Arena, like a block away. And I saw 2021. Okay. 2021, because this was before I had a kid. And yeah, he did the grand opening, and I only went just because he was performing, so I decided to slide up, went. CC was taking pictures and like, you know, covering what was going on.
Yeah. And
then we got in contact and then now we're here. Yep. So shout out to CC, shout out to Prince Taee.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if that studio's still open because I only ever Well, I only ever go to JD, so shout out to JD, shout out to Black Pyramid.
JD's hard. Yeah, I haven't been to Black Pyramid yet. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah.
Everything I've heard from JD's fire.
It's down on the south side. He's a cool dude, bro. Good dude, still solid. I haven't been to him in like, this is embarrassing, like 2 years, a year. I just really haven't been rapping. And it's still love. He still shows me love. We still talk here and there, and I know when I go back, it's gonna be home again. You know,
we got so many fire ass engineers and producers out here, fire ass artists too. But
the gas station
trying to like giving spotlight to the engineers and producers. Like we got a lot of just crazy ass people that I don't know.
Throw some names.
Like engineer wise, like mixed by McDuffie, hard. Chef went crazy. Engineer, producer, hard. G Nutty, crazy. Um, I think if I'm not mistaken, like mixed by Sinatra.
Sinatra, yeah.
Sinatra, I think he's out here.
Yeah.
Dope.
I haven't worked with him, but I had a lot of homies that work with him, and I've heard good things.
We got Josh Connolly, Dawson, all my people at Junction. I interned there, like those my guys.
Dawson's the one that got played on the Donda album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I
remember him being on Fox 5, and I was just like, oh damn, he's from here.
And it's wild because so I got my Grammy in the same family tree that Dawson did. You feel me? Like that's all. Like that's the Fireman LIQ world, and Dawson had been fucking with Fireman, working with Fireman for a minute, and I had for a minute just Fireman's like my mentor, I had met him through this Junction shit, and for a minute like I only see him through like posts with Dawson and shit. Like I obviously saw that, like he helped get Dawson the Grammy and shit and help put him in the room and all that. And I have no discredit to what Dawson did himself to get to that point. Yeah, because that's a ton of fucking work, and all like Dawson's a goat.
Legendary. But shout out Dawson. Shout out Donda.
I'd always see fire, and I just like I said earlier, like I'd be having a good feeling about like certain people. Like if I met this person, I think something good would come out of it. And Fire was one of them people, and like I said, I was interning at Junction, and I just randomly like bumped into him one night, like some random shit. My client canceled, like I was just at the studio, like was about to leave type shit, and I walked in the big room and Fire was there, and I'm like, oh shit, introduced myself. And he like let me stay in the room. You feel me? Which artists be kind of particular with their vibe and people, so that was dope. And bro, that just turned into a whole, like I was with him all night, just bunch of conversations. He showed me a bunch of music, gave me a bunch of game, like asked me what I really want to do. I'm like, I want to be an artist producer. He's like, okay, like he's like, I'll tell you everything you need to do. Like I'll literally help you get there. Like you just gotta listen. And I'm just like shit. And for that's why he's still my mentor, like cause that's all he just gives me game and I just try to listen, and yeah. So he, Dawson got the Grammy win with the Donda shit, and then I think probably like a couple years later, like last year, I got the nomination with LIQ for his shit. So it's dope. It's family. It's all family like oriented,
That's amazing.
Which I feel like that is like the key. Like in this music shit, if you really like have a team, like have a family, like it makes you can do this shit by yourself, but like it's so much harder.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like I got a huge family tree, different connections and like just a bunch of chess pieces, I'm like, I'm almost ready, almost at that big move,
Yeah.
For sure.
What time are we at? All right, let me hit you with one more question.
Yeah.
So since you're speaking on all these different producers, engineers, and all these writing rooms you've been in, you got any crazy studio stories?
Okay, like
could be off the wall shit.
What you want to hear?
Crazy shit. All right. Not also like, oh, this person walked, like, oh, Kanye walked in. Like crazy.
No. So last month, a month and a half ish, I had my first studio session with 03 Greedo, and
I love Greedo. That's why I don't know if you got my reaction. I
had my first studio session with 03 Greedo, and 03. Shout out 03. I'm a huge fan of 03. So yeah, I had a session with 03 Greedo like a month and a half ago with my boy Cole. He goes by Pillowhead. That's like my right hand man out in LA. You're gonna meet him eventually. Freaking I didn't events like originally RMC Mike and fucking
Rio?
Y&J was supposed to be there. So me and my other boy Andre Legend, hard ass producer, I invite Andre to come to the studio and we sitting there like we just working on a pack for like a couple hours. Like we make like a quick ass 5-6 pack, all fresh shit. It was funny, by like the 5th beat, Chase comes in and he's like, these niggas don't want to rap on this. Cause we making like Detroit sound and shit, you feel me? He's like, man, these niggas not gonna run and rap on this. Like just some Chase be funny. Chase is hilarious. He low key a hater. But So we like fuck, we like goddamn, like we 5 beats in, like shit, and then like I look like 10 minutes later, I like low key hear that Chase like say like tell somebody else like they're not even coming anymore. So I'm like, I go in the room with Andre, I'm like, yeah, bro, like this shit fried, like they're not even pulling up, like I'm just about to go get some food. And we was like, I was gonna stay a little longer, just go get food. Andre was packing up, and I like went to the bathroom or something. I was like on my way back to the other room, and Chase was like, "Yo, go open the back door for Desto and Greedo." Chase be doing that shit. Like he'll have people pull up, and he he's only told me like 1 out of 7 times. You know, like
oh damn.
So it'd just be funny. I'd be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" So it's immediate like you're on like time's ticking, like in the sense of like like it's a lot of. When it comes to like how I be doing shit, like whether you want to put it as networking or like I don't know, like you can get in a situation, but then it's like, what are you gonna do in that situation? You know? So it's like, for me in my world, I let them in. The engineer that was supposed to be there, you feel me? For the RMC Mike and Y and J, he never really showed up. So I was already in a position where I was like, okay, like I'm probably gonna run it unless I call somebody to come run it. So we in a room. Greedo just lay on the couch or whatnot, like just chilling and shit. And I'm like, I'm immediately like, I just take the position of engineer, like, okay, cool, y'all got the beats, all right, cool, load them up. Desto had did like one song, like a little feature that he had to do type shit.
They had a song together, and I don't think it ever dropped, but it was like I don't know, it was like low key kind of freaky, but it was like great on. He was like. They were doing the music video. I remember it was like Rosecrans Media posted, and he was like, "I need you to fuck me."
Desto?
No, Greedo.
Oh,
but it was a song for Desto.
Mm.
I think I have it saved, but it never came out. I might have to send it to you and be like, "Hey, ask him about this."
Yeah, no, yeah. He has some. He has so many bangers.
Yeah,
he done made some shit at Chase's studio that's crazy,
bro. If it wasn't for him. Not to cut you off, I'm sorry.
No,
but I went to his concert. Shout out my girl. She got me tickets to go see that shit.
Fire.
And we went, and I had never heard this song in the morning. Have you heard that one?
Yeah,
I've never heard that one. So he played it, he performed it. And I was like, damn, I got super inspired. So this is already me a year removed from rapping. Like I haven't made any music. I haven't been in the studio. I hear this shit. I'm like, I have to remake. Like not remake that song, but remake the feeling that song gave me when I first heard it. Because when it comes to like me getting inspired, I'm just trying to remake a feeling. I'm not trying to sound like them. I'm trying to give myself that feeling, and I made it. I just never finished it. I have the homie Nier singing on it. There's a simple ass hook called "Baby," and I'll probably send it to you so you can just listen. No, it's just the hook, but like I still need to record. I'll probably have you record. Shit,
I've been trying to reproduce like songs for people like whoever sent on some unreleased, like if they got a YouTube beat or like
I have a beat that I was trying to get from somebody. I don't know why the fuck he posted it on Instagram if it was already sold.
Right.
But he posted it. I DM'd him about it. He's like, "Oh, it's already gone." I was like, "What the fuck? You just posted this?"
Right.
But it's like I'm kind of scared to do it because it's a sample. It's the what's that song? Twisted. It's sampled Twisted.
Mm-hmm.
And I made this hook. I showed my girl it after we left the Brent Fires concert. And she was like, "You have to make it. You have to make it." But I was always like, I don't know. I feel like I need to like have a label behind that because I'm not trying to clear that sample by myself. Like, I need a label, cut that check.
Right.
But I don't know. I'll probably send you that too.
No,
see
for
what
sure.
we can do.
Freaking. So I recorded Desto his feature. Recorded the feature for Desto. Shit, recorded it fast. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Cool as fuck too. Real cool dude. Real, cause like somebody like him could be an asshole. You feel me?
Sure.
He's real. He's cool as fuck.
And that's good to hear because I know his story, like his humble beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just being. Back then he used to be, Lil Pump's hype man, and then he was also a tattoo guy, and then finally he came out with Awful Lot. And
talk about motion, bro. What he damn near created. I record the feature. Then I had actually got a song with Desto in. Like he recorded some shit over one of my beats, and then by this point, like I mentioned my boy Cole earlier. By this point, I had hit Cole. I'm like, yo, pull up. I'm like in the I'm like I didn't even tell him who's here. I'm just like place my opportunity. And like Colby's so funny, like, cause he's an engineer at his own studio, you know, at his own time. So he'll like be booked up all the time. So like he was just got into bed, was just eating, you feel me, like just chilling. And I finally hit him, and he's like, fuck, like he didn't want to go, but he already knows like when I tap in, like cause I'm already be knowing like, okay, yeah, you probably worked all day, you tired or whatnot. I'll be knowing what's going on, but like if I hit you, knowing all that, slide, pull up.
Yeah.
So he pulled up, and by the time he got there and I let him in and shit, I didn't even think 03 was gonna record that night. You feel me? And by the time he got there and got set up, you know, 03 was like, or I think we was just playing beats, and 03 was like, load that up, and he came out of nowhere too. Like I didn't even know. Like it was just funny, and out of nowhere they started recording, and 03 started like barking at my boy, like because like you know he just didn't get a sound off rip, but. In my head, I'm like, bro, like, this y'all first time ever. I'm like, and an established seasoned artist like this, I'm like, I know you didn't been in a situation where you didn't ran into an engineer that you ain't really, you know, like, and like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into what it could have been, but it's just like, bro tried to sit there and he tried to like call somebody, like one of his guys, I guess, to like tell him the presets or whatnot or whatever the fuck. They didn't answer, and like he low key he got annoyed. You feel me? Like it was a little. I thought the song was gonna get recorded, you know, but you know eventually like it's so funny. Like even Chase and fucking Greedo security was looking at me like your boy's fucking up, and I'm sitting there like, bro. I'm like give him some time. I'm like it's good, good. He eventually figures it out, and like we got a song. I mean this song's never coming out, so they nobody can get mad at me. Thanks for coming. Watch this, 2 records came out of Cooper. She ain't write me exactly, she had to do the road. She popped a key and get naked and gave a superpower. So then she woke up with nothing, she had some looters roll. But she turned out, niggas can't clean it out. And when I put a nigga in a good bitch in the night, bitch up the fucking things, she don't want no fucking hood about you, she want Mr. Child. This is my first beat with Chase too.
Oh wow.
Crazy. I ain't even hit it. So we got a song out of it, you feel me? And it was a dope moment. I'm not gonna lie. Between me and the production team, like we was fucking with it, but I don't know, with me like Chase didn't like it at all. You feel me? And
that
like,
shit's hard.
It was just dope. Bro, immediately after we recorded, Chase wasn't fucking with it, so I'm like, damn. I low key like, I like it was dope, but I'm off rip. I'm sitting there like, damn, because I know like this shit not coming out. But it's crazy. 2 weeks later, I got that shit placed with Baby. So
yeah.
And that shit.
No, I'm gonna keep playing back this interview to like listen to that segment.
No, it's
but you speaking on that, like that tension. There's a rapper who I really enjoy. Mm-hmm. If you listen to the podcast, you would know. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna say no names, but JD engineered for him. I don't know if he still does, but
I know who you're talking about.
And he told me, like because I was already telling him like I'm such a big fan. I love his music, blah blah blah. And then he told me, he's like, yeah, he's a fucking asshole. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, bro. Like you come to Studio 77 and like, you know, there's like 4 engineers there, including me, and all 3 of them are like, nah, I can't work with him. Nah, he's too difficult, blah blah blah. Because he'll tell you like, man, what the fuck you doing, dumbass? And like, this your job, right? Blah blah blah. Like he'll bug the fuck out. So when he told me that shit, I was like, damn, not this fool being like my favorite rapper.
No, like it's like I've definitely had some small experiences where it's like where people be like, you know, you don't want to meet your role model sometimes. Nah, like I've had some of those experiences, you know, luckily like not in the craziest of bad way, but I get where that should be coming from, you know, because you're so excited and you're so like, I mean, not to say like Chase isn't what like I thought he would be, not like that at all, but it's just fun. Chase is just the type, like he doesn't give a fuck about a lot of shit, you know, but it's a reason behind that. Like he's so seasoned and he's really getting paid all this shit, you feel me? Like, so like it's funny, I sit there and ask him, like, it was randomly just sitting there smoking. I'm like, so how'd it feel when the J. Cole vocals came in? And he's like, shit, what you mean? I'm like, what was your reaction? I'm like, what was your reaction? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what was your reaction? When I was like, shit. Shit. I'm like, bro, like, a piece of me is like, damn, I can't wait till I'm at that position where I'm like, but like, yeah, I already know, bro. Like, I'll never like what I'm gonna be like. We gonna see, but I just don't see myself, being like that. Not that there's anything wrong with it for real, but I'm just like, what, like, I'll be the person like I'm still geeked about like
a fan,
bro,
a fan of the not a sport, but like a fan of what it is,
right,
music.
Random, and I know we're wrapping up, but like random shit. Like at that day in Vegas festival, everybody left in our circle. Everybody left with Taee. They went to the hospital. I was the only one that stayed behind. It was some shit that came from that, but only one that stayed behind. I'm looking at my wrist. I'm like, bro, I have full access anywhere I want to go around this bitch. I'm like, bro, I gotta capitalize. You feel me? So, shout out to his manager at the time, James McMillan. Like, I ran into him, like, kind of like he already knew what was going on and shit, but he saw that I was still around, so he's like, shit, you gave me a pass to like Corday's stage. We went over there. I met a bunch of people that day. Like, that day is gonna be it's always gonna be big for me because when I meet a lot of these people again, like a Too Short and shit, you feel me? Yeah. And like a Smino and like, bro, it's so many fucking people I met that day. Like, when I meet these people again, bro, like on this type timing with that story, like, that's why I mentioned this all up because I met Westside Boogie that day too. Like, I had to go pee randomly. I'm in the TDE like section. They got obviously all the TDE artists, the fucking Westside Boogies, like, that whole sound. So I'm in their section with Rayvon, chilling, talking. I had to go pee. This was right before Isaiah Rashad's set, and I'm just like, all it is trailers and shit, bro. So I went to the first one and it was Westside Boogies, bro. I don't know none of these niggas. I just opened up. It was him, and it's funny like knowing them like years later. But it was him, his manager, and like a couple more of his people, and I walk in, I'm like, yo, my bad, can I use your bathroom? And like, they just laugh, and they like, yeah, they like let me go in. Bro, fast forward years later, I'm linked up with, it's another platform out in LA called the Corner Store LA. So I'm like linking with the Corner Store, hella tough, like, Desi my people, like I'm pulling up every week, that type shit. They're all in the same world as Westside Boogie. Like, that's Westside Boogie's like best friends and shit. You feel me? So every time
song of his is the I.
Like, bro, I'm pulling up, and like I'm seeing Westside Boogie. Like, every time I pull up, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm keeping it cool. I don't say nothing. Like, the first like 3 times, bro. By the 4th time, I go up to him, I'm like, yo, I don't know if you remember, especially because I had like blonde hair at the time. I'm like, yo, I don't know if you remember. Like, I was a dude that like randomly came in your damn Vegas trailer and like had to pee, and he like, bro, that's wild, cause like I be looking at you like I've seen you before, and like, you feel me? It was just a connection, like we haven't landed a song yet, but like, I've been sending beats, and like I can see him right now, and it's all love, like that shit, that type shit's dope, like that shit's dope to me, dope as fuck. So it's so many people that I met that day that it's just gonna be like a full circle moment,
Well, let me ask you this before we wrap up. I know earlier I mentioned samples and stuff. Like, as somebody as like a small artist or something, like how would a small artist go about clearing a sample to your best ability?
I mean,
is there like websites, or does it have to be agencies, or like what's
I'll be so transparent. So like, I haven't been in a direct situation myself where I've used a sample and like a party's reached out, like a serious situation. I mean, honestly, for the last couple years, like I tried to, sampling is so fun. So it's like you almost can't get away from it, So it's just it's a cautious thing, because I mean, you asking me, if I can send, like, say if it's like an NLE Choppa or some shit like that, like a super established artist, you feel me, super budget, like, I have no worry sending a pack. If it's all samples, I have no worry, because they're gonna clear it, Yeah. And that's on them. If they like the song that much, they're gonna clear it. You feel me? Yeah. So like, I guess on a producer end, make the shit, like, you feel me, like, just make whatever. You feel me? But on an artist end, I guess, yeah, it does get kind of tricky. I feel like I would just refrain from. I'll try to make everything original for real, just because you don't want a fucking Juice WRLD situation. You feel me? Like, even though Juice WRLD, made a great thing out of that, and
Sting.
But it's just like,
he's the same thing with Diddy.
Yeah, it's so many stories and situations of that, you know. So
yeah, for those who don't know, he sampled Sting in the Lucid Dream song, and now Sting gets paid every day off of that sample because he didn't clear it with him. Same thing with Diddy with the it was Every Breath I Take, the tribute song to Biggie. He didn't clear that sample, so now he pays Sting at I think 3 bands a day or something like that.
And freaking we're in such a even crazier state with that type shit now because, you know, producers sitting here making samples and loops and shit, you know, like I know it happened just like rappers go on YouTube and just take a beat and just drop and shit. There are producers that either get the email sent to them or like just go on YouTube and shit and like just download loops and shit.
Yeah, I saw Rafi the Plug talk about that. He was like, man, don't be sending me a beat and then all of a sudden, hey, this guy hits me up, hey, that's my loop, and this guy hits me up, hey, this is my flute.
Ralphie be having some funny ass takes. I be feeling him on some shit though, but he be having some he has some crazy takes sometimes. The producer shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It'd be like the people with the craziest takes on the shit be the most vocal. I don't get it. I'm like, bro, why are you still even?
Because he said like the producer doesn't matter. It's all about the artist.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But let the people know what you got going on, man. Where they can find you.
Man, y'all can find me everywhere at Boo Backwards. BUU, the word backwards. Shit, I have a lot of songs right now that I'm excited to have like released with other artists, which is kind of different for me because a lot of people, especially, you know, out home back here, like remember me as an artist, you know, just fully. And that's something I'm still, you know, very much so working on. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to be an artist producer. So right now though, I'm really doing this shit with this production, and I knew it was gonna get my foot in the door. So as it's happening, I'm just trying to capitalize and trying to help others around me and and really win off this shit. So I got a lot. I'm all over the place right now. You know, honestly, I'm working with artists, lowball, managing some, lowball, about to start a label. I got a lot going, but this shit is gonna all come together so beautifully, and I can't wait for it to do so.
That's dope, man. Make sure y'all tap in with him. Follow him on Instagram, all the socials. Listen to his music. You know, shout out to homie Uub. You know, great guy. Known him for a couple years now.
Yes.
Ever since he came to my show, you know.
Yes.
Great guy. And yeah, I'm AnVe. This is the Real Thing Podcast, presented to you by the Creative Genius Studios. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, people. That's really important for us to progress.
Please
subscribe. And you know, like I said, leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, like I said already, I'm AnVe, and this has been The Real Thing.